Right, so we are on silly season in Formula One. So what does that mean to you guys? Well, that is the time of the year where all the drivers are trying to find out where they are going to drive next year. Now, this started early this year, partly because Mr. Sir Lewis Hamilton decided to announce he was off to Ferrari. Before the season even started, this was announced. Now, that is quite a rare thing to happen. That would have normally started a chain reaction of drivers moving everywhere. It didn't happen. So this is all going to go very quickly. I have theories I'm going to share. So we've got a seat at Mercedes. We know that Hamilton's off. Ferrari's lineup set. They've got Charles Leclerc, Lewis Hamilton. Great lineup, job done. George Russell stays at Mercedes. That's pretty clear. Norris and Piastri at McLaren. Okay. So where do the other top drivers go and what do the other top teams do? Well, Perez has signed a deal with Red Bull. 3 more years for a guy that's been underperforming in one of the best cars ever made. Although this year the development has slowed them down. Who partners Max? I think Checo goes. It might even go mid-season. But certainly at the end of this year, I think Perez is out. He gets replaced by Yuki Tsunoda. He moves up from the junior team, whatever they're called now, RV Carb or who knows, RB, whatever they are. You're going to get Tsunoda from there into the second seat at Red Bull, and Max stays. He's not going to Mercedes this year. That's going to come back to bite me, I appreciate, but Max stays. So you've got Verstappen, Tsunoda at Red Bull. Who goes into the RB seat? Well, that'll be Liam Lawson, because he deputised for Ricciardo last year when he broke his hand, did a great job. Liam Lawson comes in and takes the second seat alongside Ricciardo. Further down the grid, this is where it kicks in and affects the top. You've got Albon at Williams. He'll be staying at Williams. He is a Williams man. I did wonder if he might go to Mercedes for a year while they fill in and wait for Max to, be available in 2026. But I don't think that'll happen. I think Albon stays at Williams. He's already signed on. He'll stay there. And I think Mercedes will put Kimi Antonelli into the Williams seat. Logan Sargent, sorry, time's up. You've tried hard. It's not worked out. So I can see Antonelli taking the second seat in Williams alongside Albon. So really, you're left with who goes in to the Mercedes seat vacated by Hamilton. I don't think they'll put Antonelli in. I think it's too much of a risk. Yes, he's doing okay in F2 this year, but it's so competitive. 8 different winners in their first 8 races. Guy leading the championship hadn't even won a race. So it's not a great judge. But let's say Antonelli is not ready for F1, but he is ready for Williams in F1. So that'll work. Alongside Albon, he'll learn an absolute bucket load, like Russell. A couple of years there, then move up to the top team. So who takes the Mercedes seat? I can't see past Sainz. I think Perez will end up as a reserve driver somewhere. Same with Ocon. I don't think I think his F1 race is run. Sorry for the pun. So I think you will end up with Sainz at Mercedes in a swap with Hamilton with Ferrari. Tsunoda and Verstappen at Red Bull. Norris and Piastri stay at McLaren. And then you've got movement further down the grid. Somebody like Bottas might decide it's time to hang up his racing gloves. That'll free up a seat somewhere, probably for a youngster to come in. You've got Ollie Behrman going into Haas. You've got the new Audi/Sauber team being built up, so there might be a couple more changes around there. But anyway, that's what I think is going to happen. I've now put it out there, and I will probably be proved wrong sometime between now and the summer break. Who knows?